I was just looking at some of the footage from my new security camera system. I got this 4-pack of security cameras sent to me to make a video about. It also comes with an app so that you can look at all the videos on your phone. One nice thing about this setup is that it has an SSD card in it so that it'll record all your videos for you, so you don't have to get a subscription service if you don't want to. But it does also come with a cloud service if you want to have the offsite storage for your security camera. That way you can have some backup if you want. So it's really nice that it's versatile like that. You can use it with or without the subscription service. All right, let's go ahead and look at some of the video footage on here, and then I'll show you everything that comes in the box and how I got it all set up. Here's some video footage on my phone. I have it set to the HD mode so you can see the HD quality. It looks like it shows up a lot of details. It looks like it's a really nice day out today, so it looks really good. I set up 2 cameras by my pool so I could get a couple different angles. You can see some sun reflecting off the water, and so it's a little bit harder to see here, so there's a little bit of distortion when you get the bright lights, but this is also in HD. It still looks pretty good. And then this is the camera that I put over my garage door so that I could see my front driveway, so that way I could see everything that's going on in the front of my house. This one looks really good. There's not that same light distortion that we were getting off the pool, so it's got a really nice crisp image. This is also the HD. And then I got another one that I put over here in the front entryway. That way I can see my front garage door and my front door. And this one's also in HD, so that looks pretty good. It also has really good night vision. And it has a motion sensor with a spotlight on it. Look how bright that light is. Yeah, that really brightens everything up back here. It actually does put out a lot of light. You can see my face pretty good there in the light with those 2 little lights on the security camera. There it is when the light shut off. And then you just kind of walk by and then the motion sensor sets it off. So yeah, those lights are pretty bright. When I first got the camera, I was just running it in an SD, and when you're looking at it on your phone, the SD looks really good too. But when I enlarged it a little bit here, the SD is a little bit fuzzy compared to the HD. But this is at night too, so it does look pretty nice. There's also a microphone, so I could talk to it. You can hear what the microphone sounds like. Hello, this is a night test. You can see how it looks at night. You can see I went all the way back there and you can see me. Now I'm right up here, so you can hear my voice. So yeah, it's pretty nice, but it's got a microphone in it too. So yeah, these cameras are pretty nice. All right, let me go ahead and show you what comes in the box and how I got them all set up. Here's everything that comes in the box. You get a user's manual, and then if you go to the second page of the user's manual, it shows you everything that you should get. We'll go ahead and take everything out and go through it. The first thing in here is the home base. The nice thing about the home base is that you can hook it up to the Ethernet so that you can get everything to go Wi-Fi. And then you can also put a card in here. It's got a card that you can put down in here. It's a little bit tricky to get the card out. If you have big fingers like me, you can use a little pair of tweezers, and then you can get the card out. It comes with a 64 gigabyte card, and then you can put up to 128 gigabytes in there. So it's nice that it comes with a card and you can add more memory too. You can also get cloud memory if you wanted to, but if you want to go subscription free, you can just use this card that's in it, or you can add a bigger card. Just go ahead and put the card right back down in there. Just push it in. This kit comes with 4 cameras. You get 4 of the security cameras, and you can mount them either on the top or on the back, so it's nice that it's got different mounting features. And then it has the plugs right here. You got your USB plug there, and then if you open this up, you also got your on-off button, so you can turn it on and off that way. It's got a nice water-resistant seal too. You also get the mounting hardware for the solar panels. You can see the solar panels, and it's just got the mount on the back, and then it's got a nice long cord, so you can put this up in a place where it's going to get lots of sun. I think they say it takes 2 hours of sun to charge up the batteries in the cameras, so you want to have it somewhere that gets at least a couple hours of sun. So that's another nice thing about these security cameras, is that you don't have to have them hardwired. You can just connect them to the solar panel for power, and then they're Wi-Fi so that they can just connect to the home base, and then you can get the signal that way. The home base does require an Ethernet cord and a power cord, which is included. If you want to charge up your cameras independently, they do have power cords. It's a USB-C to USB cord, so you can use that to power up all of your cameras. And then it comes with all the screws and everything that you'll need, the screws and the mounting hardware, depending on where you're going to mount them to. If you're mounting them to a wall, you may want like a stucco wall or something like that. You may want to use these. And if you're mounting them to wood, you can just use the regular screws or some wood screws. Installing it can be a little bit tricky, so they gave you these little guides so that you can put this on the wall or on your soffit, wherever you're going to install it. And like I said, it's nice that you can either mount it to the back of the camera or to the top. And so if you have like a soffit and you want to put this on there, I'm going to try that. That might work really good. And then you also get the round one. This is for the mounts for the solar panel bracket. So it'll be a lot easier to install this. You just put the sticker on the wall or on the soffit, and then you just screw these holes in here rather than having to hold the whole camera up there while you do it. So that's pretty nice that it comes with these. Another nice feature is it says that they've already been paired. It says that the security camera has already been paired with the home base, so we don't have to worry about that. And then also you can use it for an iPhone or for an Android phone. And the app, the name of the app that it uses is the Easy Cloud. That's the ESEECLOUD. All right, there's the app, the Easy Cloud. You can see that logo. It's a blue box with a little white circle, looks like a camera. So it's a blue box with a white circle that looks like a camera. And then here's the instructions. You got the 3 different screens with your instructions. And then the next page has got a couple more screens you go through to get it all set up. And then once you get your app all set up, then we're going to get out the home base and plug it in. Once you go through all the steps, you get to the end and you'll see this screen. And in order to add the devices, we got to take out the home base and plug it in. Here's the home base, and it also comes with an Ethernet cord and a power cord. So you'll need to put it somewhere next to a router so that you can plug it in, or next to an internet connection. It does say that if you connect it next to a router, that it should be 1 meter from the router to avoid signal interference, and that's about 3 feet. I got the modem over here on the side of my TV. So there's the router with the antennas. And then I put the home base back here on the side of the TV. So that's about 5 feet away, so that should be fine. And it does require continuous power. So I got it plugged in. Okay, the power is back here. So to the left is off, and then to the right is on. So you turn it this direction and it's on. You can see there's a little blue light, so we're on. Making a little bit of noise. And then it says after you power the camera on, for step 5, when the net indicator light and IPC indicator light of the home base is steadily on, it indicates that the home base is ready for connection. If the net indicator light is flashing, this signifies that the Ethernet cable is not properly connected. Please restart it until you hear a click sound. So that looks pretty solid. I think we're good to go. Okay, now I'm going to click on this button here.
A device to be added has been found. Please click the Add button to add the device.
I'm just going to go through here and just follow all the instructions. It says that it's networking. There we go. So it's got an indicator, tells you what percentage you're at, and then it tells you when you're connecting and set up and initialized. Okay, now it's on to the configure device screen. I'm just going to go ahead and go through here and do all this. I just named it and followed the instructions, and now I got a screen and I can see what's on there. So there's me. I guess it's upside down. This is the way that you mount it this way. So now you can see it's looking at me. So that's pretty cool. So it works. Now I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing with the other ones. To help with the installation, you get these really nice drill guides. This area is going to be a little bit tricky because I'll have to put a wood block behind here to be able to get all 4 screws in. But one thing I noticed that if you get 2 screws in, 1 in each corner, it's a little bit easier to line up, and then you can go back in and put more screws in later. The back mounting procedure for the security camera requires you to get the screws to the right depth so that you can just lock the security camera into place. So it might take a little bit of adjustment to get them into place, but once you get them to the right depth, it'll lock in really secure. There we go, that feels nice and tight. Now I'm just going to put the antennas up, and then I'll get out the solar panel and get that all hooked up, and then we'll be ready to get out the app and see how it looks. I got it all screwed in. I switched out the screws and used some deck screws up here. And then there's a bracket on the back that just screws into the bracket on top of the mount. You just turn it around and screw it into place until it's nice and tight. If you put the wire on top of it, it's a little bit easier to spin it around without the cord getting in the way. That feels good, nice and snug. And now we can take the cord down and attach it to the back of the security camera. You can also loosen the bottom part of the bracket to change the angle. I'm going to loosen this up and face it towards the west. With the sun setting back there, it should get it nice and charged up in the afternoons. So I'm just going to loosen this up and position it just to where I want it. The solar panels have a nice long cord on them. If you don't need all that cord, you can tie them up and then just put them above the security camera to keep them in place, and then plug the USB-C into the bottom of the security camera to power it up. All right, there it is. It looks like it's showing up on the app. There's a few different controls on the bottom. It looks like you can switch the resolution between SD and HD. You can also take photographs and record videos. It looks like it's facing at the screen right now. I'm going to go ahead and rotate the camera. There's controls underneath it where you can rotate it. Oops, wrong way. Rotate it back the other way. There we go. You can see how it's rotating to look at the backyard, so that's pretty nice. You can also flip your phone sideways to look at it full screen so you can see the quality. Hi, that's me. There I am. So you can see how good the video quality looks. You can see that's me, so you could recognize somebody. So that's pretty good that it has that good a detail. All right, that went pretty good. Now I'm just going to go ahead and go around the house and install the rest of them. I'm going to put a couple out here in the backyard so I can cover the different areas around the pool. I'm putting one out here too over the garage door. The way our house is set up is we don't really have any windows on the bottom level that face towards the driveway or towards the street, so it's hard to see what's going on out here. So it'll be really nice to have the security cameras. Otherwise we'd have to go upstairs and look out the window, and even then we can't see right down here in front of the garage. So having a kit with multiple cameras is a really good way to cover some of the blind spots around your house, so you can always keep an eye on what's going on. Another issue we have is sometimes we forget to close the garage door and we can't remember if we closed it or not. So I set this camera up here in the corner so it looks at the garage door so we can see that it's closed. And then it also shows this other blind spot right here. When we get packages delivered, sometimes they put them by the side of the door and we can't see them. So now we can just go on this camera and then we can see what's going on at the front door if there's any packages here or anything. So it's pretty nice that there's all these different cameras that I got set up around the house now.